Right. Sorry, clearing my throat. As it's last weekend of June, it's time for us to read some cards for next month. I'm going to use the Unspoken Truth cards. So we may get a darker read than normal, but hey, sometimes we need to look at what's going on. Right, just give this a little bit of a, just going to come out for a sec. There we go. Whee! Just smoke them a little bit. Okay. Just see where we're going to go. Right, back to one. There we go. I'm going to go tight and see what happens. I've got my dodgy setup again. Let's move that out of the way. Move that. Let's see. I'm going to shuffle just off. I haven't got enough room. I'm trying to keep this tight. Oh, hello. I've got another one coming out. Oh, I've got another one. Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, we got another one. Okay. Oh, let's see. Oh. Right. Okay. We've got 4 cards. All right. Okay. We're going to put these up the top. All right. I'm going to just see because I don't think there's going to be any more cards. Any more cards? Any more cards? Any more cards? Not from this one. Do I need another deck? Possibly. Right. Okay. What we'll do is we're just going to go for some tarot. So, right, let's see what we get out of this. The quickest cards ever. Oh. Let's just see. Can I just take those? Those ones? Any more? Any more? Any more? Any more? Yeah, just those. Okay. Our cards are done. Right, we'll keep the tarots until we've talked through the other ones. So. Oh, hello. Interesting. Hold on. Let's just see. All 4 tarot. Any order? No. Okay. Right, we're done. So, let's just see where we need to go, what's working, okay? So, I'm scared of what we could become. Now, what I could say is this can be a relationship. However, it could be the relationship between ourselves because our outer persona and our inner persona are 2 different things. So, I think we're at a time where there's a lot of fear. We're anxious about things. And that what we need to do is that we need to move away from that feeling of being scared, fearful. Cut the cords. Try and go higher. All right. So again, you've moved on, haven't you? So again, if you're looking at a relationship or you're looking over a past relationship, maybe it's time to realise that what was in the past is in the past. And again, I think it's also saying that if you're working on yourself, it's time to release what you had going on previously. So next card, no one else compares to you. Well, I'm going for this being on an individual point of view, that we have to remember we are who we are. We are unique. We stand different from other people. So the thing with it is to remember that we need to embrace our uniqueness. Don't compare yourself to others. Oh dear, I'm going to have to put fans on. Do apologise if you hear fans in the background. I am unable to cope with what should be a cooler day. Right, that's going on in the background. Okay. Right, so next thing. Trust your gut is rarely wrong. Okay? Do trust your gut. I think we're feeling the fear and can't find the card. We are feeling fear and, you know, we are slightly unbalanced at the moment. You know who you are. You may be finding out, but you have a good idea. So trust that person, that inside, that inner knowing. Because this is where you need to find the balance again. Don't let what's going on in the world and in your communities affect who you are. So move away from fear. Okay, let's see where we're going. Hold on, I'm going to look at the cards. Oh, right, okay. Ooh. Right, okay, I'm going for this one first. So, beginning of July. Okay. Ruin, defeat, failure. It's been ended and finished for better or worse. This is where we feel like we've been stabbed in the back. Where we finally realise that we're at the end of an era. It's the completion, the result of what's been going on. And when you get to this point, realistically, there's only one way, and that should be forward. So this again works with the you've moved on. It is time to move on. It is time to release. It's time to cut those cords. Okay? So that's the first card. So the next card that comes out is the Hierophant. Understand your beliefs, values and boundaries. Teaching, morality, education, divine wisdom. Kindness. The energy of the unexpected, conflict, movement. I would say in this reading, this is going to be with a Taurus and it's an earth card. It's about us finding a grounding, a balance. It's about looking at the divine wisdom that we're being offered and using it wisely. That this is a time of reflection and decisions. Again, it's quite an individual card, which works with no one else compares to you. This is where you find your divine guidance. This is where you find your higher purpose. Ground and keep the perspective. Okay. So then the other cards that came out. Ten of Cups. Good card. Belonging, happiness, lasting success, home, feeling blessed, generosity, contentment, family. Everything you planned for has worked out. So, again, it says final manifestation. I think this is where, after everything that's been holding us back, everything that feels that we have no control over, this is where we finally get that balance back. This is where we find our community. This is where we start coming together. This is where we embrace our uniqueness and we grow for it. So, towards the end of July, hopefully this is the energy that we're going to start seeing. Then the final card that comes out overall. Speak your mind to solve your problems. Logic, power, heart the matter, insight, clarity, breakthroughs, ideas. Ace of Swords. So again, beginning. It's a time of inspiration, enlightening. It's a time of new action. Again, trust your gut. It's rarely wrong. This is, again, no one else compares to you. So it's also saying that this is a time for new action, new direction. If we do the work this month, then we can step forward. If you're planning on doing something involving communication, again, this is a good card for it. use the power you've been given wisely. So, although it looks like there will be some trickiness during July, I think by the end of the month, hopefully, especially with the astrology, the lineup on the 19th, where we have several planets going to be at 4 degrees. It's a time of great change. The days of going back to the old have gone. It's time for the new to come in. So we have to step away from that fear, okay? I'm going to try and get these in. I don't think I'm going to get everything in. Right, let's just come out a bit. There we go. Sorry. The power bank's there. Let's see, can I bring this in? There we go. We'll bring that in slightly. So, dun, dun, dun. 2, 3, 4. I'll take a picture anyway. So that's your reading for July. I resonate with it because I am at the point that I'm going to have to go through a great deal of change this month. There's a lot that I'm afraid and scared of, and I'm just going to have to cut cords and move forward. Now, as I said, if you're in a relationship, it might be a time that you need to look at what's going on. One thing I will say is do not forget who you are if you are in a relationship. Do not be reliant on the other person too much. You need to remember who you are as a person on your own. And you need to be able to embrace that strength. And if you are on your own, just remember, no one else compares to you. And this is a time where we can embrace our individualism. I think that's about right. And move forward, owning the power that we have. Embrace others, work with others, but you need to make sure that you are coming from a place of love first. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe if you can, and I'll try and do more readings during the week, and enjoy the shorts. Thanks a lot.